Welcome everybody, I'm 311 Griffin, and today we're going to be talking about stealing the Air Force jet here in GTA Online. It's pretty well known how the easiest way to do it. There is a way on the other side of the base where you can park a vehicle and jump over the wall. You climb up on the vehicle and jump over the wall, and you get a little bit of time inside the base before you get the 4 stars, but I found this way to actually be easier because you get a car inside the base. So you just ramp that. Doesn't always go smoothly, but my Sand King just happened to get right over the top of that. Technically didn't clear it, but that time I actually crashed the jet. So we're going to try it again in this bad boy. You really just need a car that's fast enough to clear the fence, and sometimes you'll get lucky, and if you don't actually clear the fence you can still make it in to the base. But then you just drive over here to the first jet that's out in the middle. There's my Sand King, and the reason I choose this jet is just because it's easier. You've got a short run that you can go straight forward, and normally when I take this one I don't even get shot at. This time, as you'll see, I'm going to get shot at and I'm actually going to get blown up, which a lot of people have that experience. But you take off pretty quickly, pull your gear up. I tend to stay low and head for the hills. I think I cut a little too hard here, I'm not really for sure. But anyway, the first missile missed me and I thought that I was clear, so I kind of eased up a little bit. And there's still a jet back there chasing me, so don't ease up. And notice on the radar there's that red dot with like the downward arrow on it. That's an Air Force jet coming after you. So yeah, I crashed here. So we're going to try it again. And my car got a little goofy, but we still made it over. And sometimes you'll land between those two fences. You can get through the gate even if that happens. So no worries. I got my tire, no problem. We'll just skid out and continue on. Going to the same place. And like I said, normally I have no problem getting this jet out. The first probably 20 times I stole this jet in GTA Online, nobody even shot at me. It was easy, which is not the experience I had in the single player GTA 5. But in online, it seems to be not too hard. That last time I did get shot at, I think, if I remember right, this time I get shot at as well. But I'm able to evade. So make sure you don't hit anything. Pull up your gear. I'm going to stay low and I'm going to head for these hills over here. And I've got 4 stars. So at this point you can fly out over the ocean and clear the stars for RP. You can fly around and shoot people. You can try to get more stars, which I do sometimes, and then lose those. You can go harass other players, which a lot of people like to do. I try not to harass other players if I can help it. I've had some people mod these so that they're more like helicopters and can go underwater and stuff too, which is weird. But we're just going to fly out over the ocean and try to lose these stars real quick. Now when I'm out here, and I'll go over this again in a minute, when I'm trying to lose the stars, I change directions repeatedly. And I usually go way up in the air as well. But there you see, it was pretty easy to lose the stars. So now what you can do is you can just fly right back over the base, which is pretty funny, because then you get 4 more stars and you can do this repeatedly. You can lose the stars, get the RP, go fly back over, gain the stars, do that over and over and over again. There's actually a pretty easy, an easier way, I think, to get the stars and lose them, and that's done in a different video, not my video, but somebody else did it. And that method is actually to ramp into the base. As soon as you get the 4 stars, you go to the menu, you go to online, select jobs, or I think it's jobs, and then you do like Rockstar verified jobs, races, and then the first race on the list is one nearby. As soon as you get into the race, you just cancel out of it, and it puts you outside the base with 0 stars, and you get the RP for clearing the stars out. So that's the other way that you can do it pretty quickly. But I enjoyed this way. So now you see that I've got 5 stars. After that last time, I've cut some of the video out. I flew around blowing things up until I got 5 stars. And so now I'm just out over the ocean at high altitude, and I'm changing direction. I think the game tries to kind of predict where you're going to go and put the helicopters not necessarily in your path, but kind of headed to cut you off, or headed to intercept you a little bit. I'm not really for sure. So I change direction somewhat frequently, just to try to avoid that kind of a scenario where they pop up and see me again, and then you got to start the time all over again. You don't have to change all the time, but just sort of keep an eye on that radar, be ready to change directions. That can bite you as well, because sometimes you'll change directions right as a helicopter pops up that direction, so then you have to change back. But anyway, we're getting close here. And there we go. So we got some RP for getting rid of the stars. So at this point, you can just go around harassing people again, getting more stars if you want, and having a lot of fun getting RP, that kind of stuff. It's not the quickest way to build RP, I don't think, but sometimes when you're just wanting to mess around a little bit and not worry too much about doing jobs or heists or anything like that, it's kind of fun. I would encourage you guys not to just harass other players for the fun of it. I know that happens a lot in GTA Online. It actually really doesn't bother me a ton, but sometimes it gets a little old whenever you're actually out there trying to do stuff, and some moron just keeps killing you over and over and over again for no reason. I mean, I know that people get enjoyment out of that, and it's probably pretty fun, but for me, I'm just trying to play the game with the people that I play with, and I'm trying to stay out of other people's way so that they can do the same. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.